Tonight, as the world softens into stillness and the last light fades beyond the horizon, we gather here in this quiet space, you and I, together in spirit, with hearts open and hands unclenched. The day has asked much of us, pulled us in countless directions, filled our minds with noise and our bodies with tension. But here, now, in this sacred pause, we are invited to lay it all down, to exchange the weight we carry for the rest we were promised. Let us breathe deeply, slowly, as the evening air settles around us. Let us remember that we are held, even in the dark, even in the uncertainty, even in the questions that have no answers yet. Tonight, we come not with demands but with open palms. We come not to strive but to receive. We come weary, perhaps, or troubled, or simply spent, and we come knowing that this is enough, that we are enough, that the God who numbers the stars and calls them each by name also knows the weight of every burden we bear, the ache of every unspoken fear. As the psalmist wrote long ago, he gives sleep to his beloved, and so we trust that rest is not something we must earn or manufacture. It is a gift freely given, a grace extended in the stillness, a quiet invitation to cease our striving and simply be. Tonight, let us practice the holy art of exchange. Let us release what was never ours to hold and receive what has always been ours to claim. Exchange anxiety for peace, the worries that circle like restless birds, the fears that whisper in the margins of your mind. Lay them down. Trade them for the peace that surpasses understanding, the peace that stands guard over your heart even when circumstances remain unchanged. Exchange weariness for renewal, the exhaustion that settles in your bones, the heaviness that makes each step feel labored. Surrender it. Receive instead the promise of restoration, the quiet work of healing that happens when we finally stop and rest. Exchange control for trust, the need to orchestrate every outcome, to predict every turn, to hold the future in your own trembling hands. Release it. Open yourself to a guidance wiser than your own, a path illuminated not by your frantic planning but by a light that goes before you. As I close my eyes tonight, I say with full heart and steady breath, I release the need to know how everything will unfold. I release the burden of fixing what is broken beyond my reach. I release the shame of what I did not accomplish, the regret of words I cannot take back, the anxiety about tomorrow's uncertain terrain. And in this releasing, I make room. I make room for divine presence, for holy whispers, for guidance that comes not in shouts but in the still, small voice that speaks only when we are quiet enough to hear. I pray that I might sleep deeply, dream peacefully, and wake gently restored in body, renewed in mind, and realigned in spirit with the purposes for which I was made. Tonight, may I remember that I do not rest alone. As I lay down to sleep, countless others around this turning world do the same, some with ease, some with great difficulty. Some sleep on soft pillows in safe rooms. Others rest their heads on hard ground under uncertain stars. May peace find them tonight. May the restless be calmed. May the burdened be lightened. May the grieving be comforted. May the fearful be assured. And may I wake tomorrow with a heart more tender toward my neighbor, a spirit more attuned to compassion, a willingness to be the hands and feet of divine love in a world that aches for gentleness. May the prayers I speak in private become the kindness I extend in public. May the peace I receive in stillness become the patience I offer in chaos. May the guidance I seek in the night become the courage I carry into the morning. Tonight, I surrender the illusion of self-sufficiency. I acknowledge that I am not the author of my own salvation, not the keeper of every outcome, not the one who holds the world together by the sheer force of my will. I let go of the need to appear strong when I am weak, composed when I am confused, certain when I am searching. I let go of the performance, the pretense, the exhausting effort to be more than simply, honestly, vulnerably human. And in this letting go, I find I am caught, held, sustained not by my own straining but by an ancient love that has never once looked away, never once withdrawn its faithfulness, never once decided I was too much trouble or too far gone. Behold, the God who neither slumbers nor sleeps watches over me tonight, and in that watchfulness, I am free to close my eyes and rest. As the night deepens and the hours stretch long and quiet before dawn, may you be wrapped in peace. May your breathing slow, your heartbeat steady, your mind release its grip on the day's concerns. May you sleep deeply. protected and covered, knowing that you are loved beyond measure, valued beyond accomplishment, cherished simply because you are. May God's presence be a shelter around you, a warmth within you, a light that guards you through the darkness until morning comes again. And may you wake tomorrow with fresh hope, clear eyes, and a heart ready to receive the gift of a new day, another chance to begin again, to love more fully, to walk more faithfully, to rest more deeply in the truth that you are held. Tonight, all is well. Tomorrow is in hands far wiser than your own, and in this confidence we rest. Amen.